flyweight bout here. Shannon Ross going in at plus 168 against Jesus Aguilar minus 168 for Aguilar. Over under 2.5 rounds, plus 135 for the over, minus 135 for the under. Shannon Ross coming in here 2-3 in his last 5. And it's his second UFC fight. His first UFC fight, he got smoked by Clayton Rodriguez in under a minute. And how he got into the UFC, he had a knockout loss on the Contender Series. And everyone knows, he had appendicitis and blah, blah, blah. But it hasn't been a great run for Shannon Ross. He is 34 years old as a flyweight. The boxing is pretty decent. But you're looking at this one against Jesus Aguilar, who's the submission guy. I mean, he's not going to do much on the feet. He wants to get the submission. He wants to get the fight to the ground. And the guillotine choke is what he goes for. I mean, 4 of his 8 wins are by guillotine. And in his Contender Series fight, it's exactly what he did. Kind of wore out Erison Ferreira and found the guillotine in round 3 and went for it, and he got it. And then they give him Tatsuro Taira in his debut, and he goes for the guillotine. He looks like he might have it. He's a big underdog. He's like plus 800, plus 900 against Taira, and Taira fights out of it and then submits him. So, yeah, I mean, this was a kind of just the greasiest flyweight fight you could probably find.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily like any guy for the future, but in this spot, I'm going to take Jesus Aguilar. I just think he's a little bit better, a little bit younger, a little bit better ceiling moving forward. And supposedly he's been training with a lot of the great Mexican fighters in the UFC. So I'm hoping he makes some improvements on the feet and he can take this one. So I'll go with Aguilar. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, he should win this fight. I think the grappling is going to play into his advantage. The one thing, though, Shannon Ross loses these big power punchers. Vinicius Salvador on the Contender Series. Clayton Rodriguez came in and just bull rushed him and put it on him early and got him out of there. So I don't know if he necessarily has to deal with all that in Jesus Aguilar, which could make it a little bit interesting. Maybe this fight lasts longer than we anticipate. But I just think that his strength of Aguilar, having Taira in that position, it was a little bit deep there for a minute on Taira. I don't think, I think Taira, I guess, it was a little, he kind of had done his studying, I guess, and knew that guillotine might be coming. So he stayed calm and he stayed composed and was able to work out of it. Other flyweights or fighters in that division might not be so calm. So if he locks one in against Shannon Ross here, could be all she wrote. Shannon Ross, some decent boxing, but I don't think anything that's just going to blow Jesus Aguilar away. I think Aguilar probably gets this thing done. I'm going to call by submission too.
Yeah, I would assume that as well.